So what are the top 3 mods for your Harley Davidson? Hang around, I'm about to tell you. Now you've just spent a bucket load of cash on your brand new Harley Davidson. Don't forget the sock. And you've heard everybody saying you got to mod your bike, and you think to yourself, what do I do first? And your mates are saying stage 1, stage 2, pipes. And you've watched 1,000 YouTube videos, as well as this one, wondering what the hell you should spend your money on. Well, I'm here to tell you, the number one thing you spend your money on is comfort. Cheers. Because once you got your bike comfortable, you'll spend more time on it. Now, bearing in mind, you've just invested a shit ton of money on this thing, so you want to get as much out of it as possible. So the more comfortable it is, the longer you're going to want to ride it. And that's a good thing, because you want to get the most return on your investment. Now, the first thing you want to get right is your seat, because once you get your seat right, everything else flows off it. Now, there's plenty around. You got LaPera, Mustang, Settlement, just to name a few. I happen to run this Corbin, which I just given a torture test to. I rode 14,500 kilometers around Australia on it, so I'm pretty sure this is bloody comfortable, but it's up to you. My advice is go out there, find a few, test them, see what fits you best. I mean, you might need something that's, if you're taller, you need an extended reach seat. If you're shorter, you need one to push you further forward. All depends on your shape, but once you got that right, everything else runs off it. You can set your windscreen height, your forward controls right, you can set your highway pegs right, and don't forget your pillion, make sure she's comfortable as well. So is the seat comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Happy?
Very happy.
Next thing to do, handlebars. Now I happen to be running the stock bars on the Road Glide 2024 Road Glide. I'm pretty sure they are 12-inch high bars, and you've got about a 2 or 3 inch riser, so you're probably looking at about a 14-inch bar. But you've got 10-inch, 12-inch, obviously 14, 16, 18, up to 20 if you want. But the right height handlebars make such a huge difference. It'll help you with fatigue, it'll help you with back soreness, it'll help you with shoulder pain. Get all those things right, it makes a massive difference. Once again, after spending 13 days on the road doing over 1,000 kilometers a day each day for 13 days in a row, if ever you're going to get sore shoulders, that's the time. And because I had my bars set right, no issue whatsoever. Now, the number one thing on the list that you should spend your money on to get the most comfort out of your motorcycle before all other things is suspension. Now, once again, you got multiple options when it comes to suspension. I personally have had Legend on my other Tourers. This one I put on Owen's Screaming Eagles, and after taking it around Australia and 250 k's off-road, this is the stuff of nightmares. I happen to think is one of the best suspension going around. Why is it whenever you want to film a video, 85,000 people decide to turn up at the same time? Anybody else? In the past, I've had Legend on my other 3 or 4 bikes, and I found they were really good. At the moment, I happen to have the Screaming Eagle Ollens on this one, which after putting it through this torture test, I would say I would rate them right up the top. They are absolutely fantastic. But you've got other ones, like I said, you've got Legends, you've got Fox, you've got Progressive, you've got Wilburs. You know, if you want to go for a cheaper option, you could go for Progressive. If you want sort of something that's a bit more sit and forget, you go Wilburs. But I just find that having the ability to dial them in, specifically for you, your luggage, your passenger, and anything else, and the type of riding you're about to do, either Ollens or the Legends are the go, in my humble opinion. Now with their Screaming Eagles, they got the external reservoir as well, which I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but look, it must, because like I said, over that 250 k's of corrugations, I had no problems and no fading, no anything. It was just, they were fantastic. The way to adjust them is you've just got a quick adjust here. You can dial it, you know, right or left, depending on if you want the you know, a bit stiffer or a bit softer, or depending on, you know, if you've got carrying extra weight. You've got another adjustment where you can crank it up a bit if you're going to ride 2 up. You've got a rebound adjustment. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. So, you know, if you're going to spend money on a bike and you want to get the most out of your bike, honestly, suspension is an absolute must. It's a game changer. Harley suspension is okay, especially on these newer bikes, the 2024 onwards. They changed up the suspension, and I did try it out. I did about 5,000 k's on the original suspension, but honestly, it's not a patch on, you know, the aftermarket stuff. You're just getting, you know, people that specialise in suspension are making a suspension for the bike, right? There's lots of product testing. You know, you've got the Bagger series. They test a lot of the suspension in the Bagger series, and that's what you're paying for. You're getting that sort of technology and that sort of research done before you even get it. So my number one out of everything is suspension. You cannot go wrong. Suspension makes such a difference for cornering, braking. You get decent suspension on there, you don't get that dipping, which gives you much better braking performance. If you get the twisties, woohoo! Get your windshield height right. That'll stop all your head buffeting. It'll make it much more comfortable ride, and once again you'll get much more enjoyment out of the ride. The reason I say first up with the seat is to get your seat height right. Once you got your seat height right, then you get your windshield right. No point getting the windshield first and then get a different seat, because it'll throw it all out of whack. So my bonus tip, windshield makes riding a whole lot more comfortable.
Road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
All right, shut up. So what do you think are the two, as a pillion, what are the two best mods to do on a Harley?
Suspension,
Yep.
number one, and the seat.
And that makes the most difference, you reckon?
Oh, heaps, yeah. The suspension first.
Yep.
Because with this new suspension, you're not feeling any, well, you still feel bumps, but not as bad.
Yep.
So it's not jolting your back as much. And the seat, especially when we do long rides.
So what, I mean, you've done quite a few thousand kilometres now.
Yep.
And every bike we've had, same thing, yeah?
Yep.
There you go, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Is that what a horse does?
Yeah. I don't know. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from a couple other people. All right, mate. What do you reckon are the top 3 things to do to your bike, your Harley, to get the most out of it?
I'd say definitely your seat. Definitely the bars. I found the bars, like at the start, you wouldn't think the bars would make a difference, and that makes a huge difference as well. And suspension. When I did a trip once to Brighter Days, hit a pothole and found out firsthand that suspension really matters.
What did you put on yours?
I ended up going for wheel bars. They're pretty much of a muchness. You know, people go for Legends, people go for Owens, and for me, I just put wheel bars on there. The reason being is because I don't want to sit there adjusting the suspension every time I put extra weight on, or I'm by myself, or I've got my partner on with me. So I just went for wheel bars, and that way it sort of levels itself out and does it all by itself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, mate. Beautiful. I thought the same thing, but I just wanted to get somebody else's opinion.
Yep.
Beautiful.
No, definitely. Those 3 things, 100%.
Done. Rightio, ads. What do you reckon the top 3 are?
I would say, for me, bars to get the setup ergonomics for the feel for the front. Seat to get the comfort there, so I'm either sitting forward or back and get that riding position right. And after that, I would really go suspension front and back.
Perfect. Thanks, mate. That's exactly what I said.
Yep, no dramas, mate. No, well, I think that's the way to go if you're looking for a bike that's going to ride well.
Yep, 100%. All right, mate. So what do you think are the top 3 mods you would do before anything else on the Harley?
I would say seat 1, suspension 2, and screen. And this is for touring, so not just for riding around. I would say screen 3.
Yep. All right, perfect. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
So that's it, guys. That's my top 3 mods you need to do with your Harley Davidson. Look, that's just my opinion, obviously a couple of other people, but I mean, if you want to do your stage 2s and cams and pipes, all that sort of stuff, and dyno it, I 100% agree with that as well. I mean, that's another set of things, but this is for comfort. For, you know, if you want to get the most out of your bike, ride it the most, be comfortable. That's the top 3 things that I would say I would spend my money on before I did anything else. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.